We don't give up.
On Friday, Busia Senator Okiya Omtata filed a petition in court seeking a temporary order prohibiting the Speaker of the National Assembly from transmitting to the President the approved Finance Bill 2023 if it contains some sections on grounds of infringing on human rights and going against the Constitution.
Basically, what Omtata is saying is that I've highlighted all these clauses or sections in the proposed Finance Bill and pointing out what's wrong with them, and what I'm asking the court to do is to strike them out.
Key among issues highlighted by Omtata in his petition is the mandatory salary deductions to support President William Ruto's affordable housing agenda.
Utanipa title deed ya kuonyesha hii nyumba iko mahali fulani. Na wewe unataka mimi nilipie ile nyumba sioni. Mara unasema hiyo pesa ni savings. Savings kwa account gani?
You cannot force people to save and buy houses. These parents here, if you ask them, do you want a house or you want food on your table? They would say they want what? Food on the table. Your ideas are good, but don't force them on Kenyans.
What is likely to happen when this petition is considered by the court is really the definition of that housing fund. I know the PS Hinga call it a national chama, but then of course that is, government does not speak verbally, government gazettes.
According to lawyer James Mbugua, the petition by Omtata is centered on matters the courts have previously declared their stand on in different rulings, and it is unlikely the court will rule differently, contravening its precedents.
You find that this bill, for instance, is proposing to make amendments to acts that were passed by both houses, yet it is the National Assembly which deals with this finance bill.
Considering the Kenyan courts have made landmark rulings, including nullifying presidential results before, why would Omtata file a petition seeking orders way before the petition has been passed?
Like we've seen in the past, the VAT on exported services, for example, which is proposed to be lifted from this finance bill, was passed in the last finance bill, and people went to court, all the way to the Supreme Court. The court said if the parliament had already passed it, then it is a legal tax. It is dicey either ways, but I think that is what the Omtata petition is looking to do, to preempt the passage of that bill into an act that would then be very hard to reverse once it has already become a law.
In his petition, Omtata has also sued Treasury CS and Attorney General Justin Muturi for presenting to the National Assembly a bill, parts of which threaten to violate provisions of the Constitution. According to Mbugua, at the end of the day, corrections to the bill can only be made by the two or through the court if it deems fit to strike out some of the provisions.
The parties involved may choose, like the Cabinet Secretary, may choose to withdraw it and probably make necessary amendments. So what could happen is that if they are struck out and the bill remains, then it can be presented as such.
David Kagina, K24, Nairobi.